getting 2 for 1 today. All right. When they come to me, I just like to tell you guys, okay, I gotta, it's almost like I feel like, you know what I feel like when I do these things? I feel like a rapper that can spit rhymes off the top of their head. And you ever hear a rapper say, when people when they ask rappers, they go, "Hey man, how do you know this stuff?" And they always say that. I remember hearing this. It's just everywhere. It's just here. It's just there. You can see it, right? It's the same thing when it comes to money. When I tell you guys these things, I don't really write them down. I write down key points of what I want to talk about, but everything else comes from somewhere because I can just see it, right? Now, this one is real quick because I've been seeing this a lot on the news and social media. Rich and famous people getting ripped off by their agents or contract people, and then years later they get in trouble with taxes and realize this person, their agent or somebody involved in their money, stealing millions from them, right? And if this is you, I'm going to give you the answer of why you can't see them doing this. First of all, number one, you're being fooled by maybe the plaques on their wall, the building that they're leasing, the car they're driving, the clothes they're wearing. None of that means nothing. Okay? Think about it this way. You think that same person, that the facade that they're showing you, you think they can walk up to a bank and get a loan and say, "Hey, bank, look at my stuff. You see my watch? It's a Rolex. You see that? I'm rich. Look, doesn't it look rich?" You think the bank takes that into any account? They say, "Let me see your personal credit report." Run his personal credit report, all three. Their personal credit report will never lie. And if this is you, if you're a moneymaker, you're rich, famous, I don't care who you are, it really doesn't matter. If you're rich and famous and you even suspect somebody stealing money from you, this is the easiest way to find out if they are. All right, it's not hard. The first one, you need to understand the basics of your own money. Look at it this way. If your personal finances were a business, would you still be in business? If your personal finances were your business, would you still be in business? Do you understand what I'm saying? Savings, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. If you don't even know that, understand that part. Get your finances, your personal finances, get them from the red to the black. And I promise you, you change your personal credit report, you change this, nobody will ever be able to fool you about money again. Ever. Ever. And you're probably looking at me, how can you make that claim? If you've been in debt all your life, you'll never see what I'm saying. Ever. Ever. If you're rich, still making car payments, you have money making car payments, people with money don't make car payments. People with money don't even make mortgage payments. Personally, I'm not even going to get in. I'm only talking personally. Business and personal. People interchange. Hey, debt, you can use debt. That's true in business. I'm only talking personally. If you do what I'm saying to you, people that your manager, your person, whoever's handling your money, all you got to do is this. You want to find a good person for your money? Ask to see their personal credit report. That's it. All three. Just go like this. Hey, you want to handle my money? Yeah. Let me see your personal credit report. They're going to think it's weird. They're going to be like, hey, why do you want to see that? Once you see their personal credit report, they're going to handle your money like they handle their money. There is no misunderstandings. There is no fool use. If they've been in debt all your life, like you guys live in this debt matrix. There's different levels in the debt matrix. There's the lower level. There's people that make a little more money, the middle class, and then there's the rich. The wealthy are off on their own because they understand rich and wealthy are not the same thing. Wealthy means you own the time in your life. That's a different story. I'm only talking about people in the debt matrix in this box, right? There are different levels. There's the poor, middle class, rich. That's it. They're all in there. But if they're making payments, if you give a poor person that doesn't understand what I'm saying, right? You give them $1 million, you know, the only thing they're going to think, hey, I can afford bigger payments. That's it. And then they're rich, but they're still making bigger payments. That doesn't matter. Anybody that wants to do business with you Ask to see their personal credit report. Now, there's the two answers that, I mean, not two answers, several answers that it's gonna be weird. That's a weird question to ask to people in the debt matrix. Okay, that's a weird. They won't understand why are you asking that, you know. But people that know will know exactly why you're asking that. If somebody asks me, "Hey, Linnell, I watched your videos. This happened to me the other day. I watched your videos, man. I want you to handle my money." I under and they probably won't ask. If you follow me, they won't ask me to see my personal credit report. But I post it every month. You can go see it on DebtAintMyDaddy, on Facebook, Instagram. I post it every month so you can see it. When you go see it, you got to ask yourself, how come he's the only person I know that posts his full credit report openly? How come it's not a big deal? It's not. It's just a tool. I'm just showing you my tools. No different than a hammer, nail gun, lawnmower. Hey, check out my new lawnmower. That's it. It's nothing more than that. You get your credit. If you get your credit report to look like my credit report, anybody that you do business with, especially if you're making money, anybody you do business with, their credit report better look like yours. If they're deep in debt, they're going to make your finances look like their finances, and then they're going to start ripping you off because they're dictated by their debt. They have to, if they're in debt, what they're showing you, the houses, cars, the watches, that's a facade. And in order to keep up with that facade, they must take your money to do it because they're broke. They don't even know they're broke. All you need to know they're broke. And if they're broke, you're going to let somebody that don't even understand their finances handle yours and your taxes and all that other stuff. You hear this all the time on the internet. Oh man, I'm going to prison because this is what you hear. Hey, like Wesley Snipes and a couple other stars, they're going to jail for tax evasion. Now, the average person thinks, oh my God, they're rich. Why are they avoiding paying taxes? They're not. They let somebody else handle that and trusted them. The IRS doesn't care who you have to handle your money. They come after you. That's your problem. You think they're going to say, oh man, oh, you didn't do it? Oh, okay. We got to go to this person. You know why they come after you? Because you're supposed to know. It's just basic math. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Taxes are the backbone of the system. If you take the time to understand the taxes, guess what? Guess what, people in the debt matrix? Taxes can help you build wealth. Only people in the debt matrix think, oh man, taxes are the very reason why it's keeping me down and I'm not getting ahead. That's not true. That's not true. Only people in the debt matrix believe that. You step outside the debt matrix, you'll see that that's clearly not true. That's why they come after the stars. Now the stars are in prison. They go to jail, have a record, because they trusted somebody that didn't even understand money. Hell, this person that they're trusting is probably in tax trouble themselves. But they don't know that unless they see their personal credit report. You see their personal credit report, you'll see, oh crap, you owe the IRS, and then you're going to help me with my taxes? No, you're going to help me with my money? You're going to do my taxes? You better not do that. You better not do that. So when I hear this, when I see this, like for example, like reality TV shows, right? You'll hear they look like they're rich on reality TV shows, but all you got to do is really listen. They'll be mentioning car payments. They'll mention credit card payments. They'll mention mortgage payments. You got to think to yourself, if you had money, what the hell are you doing making car payments? If you had money, why are you making mortgage payments? You just buy cash. Now, don't be confused. Now, if you send this video to somebody, this is what I want you to clearly understand because this is what mostly people in the debt matrix say. Okay, they say things like this: "Hey, debt can be used to build wealth," and blah blah blah. This is what you got to say to them. Are you talking about business, or are you talking about personal? There's a distinct difference. Yes, Debt can help you build wealth in business, not personally. People like to interchange the two. And if you don't understand money, you'll be confused. Wait a minute, I thought debt can help you build wealth. Robert Kiyosaki said you can build wealth with debt. Yeah, that's true. But he's talking about business. He's not talking about personally. He's not saying, hey, I'm gonna finance a car instead of investing. He's not talking about financing a car personally. He's not doing that. He's not paying interest on a depreciating object and think you're gonna build up because you're gonna take. No, that's not what he's saying. He's not talking to people in debt personally. He's not talking to you. It just sounds like that because you don't understand what he's saying. Because people in debt they take what they want to hear. Oh my God, I can build wealth with debt. Let me just use this credit card to invest in it. He's not talking to you. He's not. If you're rich, if you make money, whatever, and you know how to make money, but you're trusting other people to handle it. And then all of a sudden, years later, you find out this person has been ripping money off, stealing money from you over the years of process, years, right? It's only because you don't understand the basics of you don't need to know what they know. You know, they might be good at investing. I'm not saying not. They might be very good at investing. They might be very good at whatever they're doing, right? You got to understand, you got to ask yourself, but how come they don't know the basics? Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. It doesn't make any sense. If they don't know that, you better not trust them with your money because you're going to get in trouble. And you're going to be mad years later because you could have had millions of more dollars. Do you understand? This is just basic 5th grade math, period. When it, like, I was listening to I forgot which rapper or whatever, right? He was just kind of walking through of how his agents was taking millions from him and they was only paying him a quarter of what he was really earning and all this other stuff. And I was like, you know why? Because he doesn't understand money. He would have caught that nonsense a long time ago, How would he done that? Check the person handling his money, check their credit reports. Their credit report will not lie to you. If somebody's deep in debt, what the hell are they driving around on a Mercedes for? Why do they have a presidential, what's the name, that stupid ass, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I don't really like to cuss, but that stupid presidential watch, whatever, right? That they say is worth 20,000 or whatever, you know, a Rolex watch. It's not really worth $20,000. They're just making you believe it's worth 20. It didn't cost $20,000 to make that watch. Do you understand? It really didn't. All you gotta do is think. It really cost 20,000? No, it didn't. They just made you believe it's worth that much. It's not worth that much to me because it's really not worth that much. They just made you believe it. But anyway, that's not the point. When you step outside the debt matrix, you can't help thinking the way you think, all right? But people like that won't fool you anymore. You check, this is how you find a financial person, you ask to see their credit report. That person's gonna say, sure, you wanna see it? Okay, cool. We can log on right now. Credit Karma, Experian, log on, see? I'm in the black. You find a person that know how to handle money and their personal finances in the black, that's who you go with. Imagine this, if you find a stock market investor whose personal finances are in the black, they're killing the game. Believe it, they're killing it because they can see things that people in debt can't see. You know, what's that, I forgot the exact name where people borrow money to invest. And then when it goes down, that money is called, God, I forgot the name of that. Anyway, it's called, right? And because they have to have a certain amount in the account. And if it falls below a certain amount, they gotta refill it or something like that. They're borrowing money to invest. That doesn't even make any sense. It's usually when those are, I mean, it does make sense in a certain way, but if they're doing that, that's a sign for you to check their personal credit report. Now, if you see them borrowing money to invest, ask to see their personal credit report. If their personal finances are in the black, yeah, they're 9 times out of 10, they're doing it right. But if their personal finances are in the black and they're borrowing money to invest, they're borrowing money that doesn't exist for them. That's the bank's money. Do you understand? That you'll never get in, you won't get in tax trouble because you'll understand. You wouldn't never ever let somebody that handle your taxes that are in debt. They start cutting corners. Hey, if you just, they start riding the fence. Don't play that game. Don't play that game. Don't play any of that game because they understand that they don't get in trouble. You get in trouble. That's why there's so many tax people preparing. Hey, I'll do your taxes. I'll get you the most money, and you just all you're concentrating on how much money can they get back for you, right? You don't realize that if they're cutting corners and they're breaking the rules, they're breaking the laws of the tax code. Guess what? That's your problem. You got to explain it to the IRS. Hey, man, this doesn't work. Hey, man, I didn't know this person did it. They're going to say, okay, we come after you. Once we resolve the game with you, you go after them. And guess what? You ain't getting nothing. Because they probably been doing it. One day they're gonna get stopped, they're gonna get caught, or whatever, how that works. I'm really thinking about being an IRS agent. I'm really thinking about it. Because I would kill the game. I would kill it. Because like I said in the last video, people in debt have a pattern, but that's not the point of this video. If you make money, I will change your life. Nobody will be able to mess with you financially. Nobody. And they won't even know how you're doing it. People in debt, especially if they've been in debt all your life, even if you've been in debt all your life, you have a pattern too. Nobody will be able to mess with you. You'll make so much money. You'll use taxes to build wealth. You'll make sure that you'll hire the right people to handle your money, and you'll pop in, check, hey, this is the rules. I have access to your credit report every now and then, or every 6 months, or whatever. You just make up the rules. Hey, you want to make money with me? These are my rules. You don't want to follow the rules? Okay, goodbye. You'll find somebody, you come across me, hey, Linnell, I have millions of dollars. I want you to handle X, Y, Z, but here's the contract. I need to have access to your credit report once every blah, 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 whatever. I'll be like, cool, sure, you can add it. It's a tool. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. All right. That's it. You guys have a wonderful day. That's it for the day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully it's sunny where you're at. All right. Have a good one. Bye.